Have you played Atari today? For your consideration, it's Berzerk on the 2600. Released in 1982, you're looking at one of the best arcade conversions available on the platform, let alone one of the best games in general for the Atari. Featuring randomly generated rooms, 8-directional movement, and shooting, plus with a progressive difficulty curve, there's not much to dislike about Berzerk. It even had an incredible commercial. You've got to see this.
You wanna play Berzerk? You're on. Hey, where you going? The video arcade! You can't play Berzerk at home. Now you can. Atari!
It's Berzerk inside.
I just love that old lady's reaction. I'd like to think there was a generation of old people from the 80s who rocked out on their Ataris. In fact, that probably explains why you never saw old people at the video arcades. They were too busy enjoying Berzerk at home. And you should be doing the same. Alright, so, Berzerk. The story is about as simple as the gameplay. You're a human trapped on the planet Mazion, and the robot inhabitants called Automazions. Automazions? We'll go with Automazions. They won't stop until you're dead. So, destroy or avoid enemies in each room, keep progressing from room to room until you game over. That's right, the end boss of this game is infinity itself. I think. I've never really made it that far in this game. It's pretty tough. You've probably noticed the flickering smiley face by now. You know, the one that makes my character flicker as well. Limitations of the console. That's Evil Otto. If you hang out too long, he spawns in the same spot that you spawned in the room. Depending on what game mode you're playing, he'll either be non-existent, invincible, or able to be shot. I'm actually playing game mode 3 at the moment, which means he can't be shot. So when he spawns, I'll have to run away. Also noteworthy is the fact that you can't move and shoot at the same time. Fortunately, you actually don't have to kill everything in the room. You get more points for it, and in this mode, every 1,000 points gets you an extra life, so you want to try. At the same time, the key is survival, so sometimes it's best to cut your losses and focus on that. One of the cool things about Berzerk is that a lot of times, the robots will just kill themselves. The walls are just as lethal to me as they are to them. Also, you can only have one shot on the screen at a time, so timing can be pretty vital from a distance. Now I'm going to play on Mode 5, which, in terms of robot difficulty, seems pretty similar to Mode 3, but the main difference is that I can actually shoot Evil Otto in this one. There are actually 12 modes to choose from, and there doesn't really seem to be any rhyme or reason in terms of difficulty for the mode progression. So you'll have to poke around on a manual, either the one that you have or online, to see what they have to offer. And there's even a children's mode with robots that don't shoot and no Evil Otto. Of course, arcade versions tended to be better than their home counterparts for one reason or another. But I think the most iconic thing missing from this port would be the digitized voice samples.
Intruder alert, the humanoid must not escape.
Do you remember Futurama? There was an episode where Fry and Leela had to deliver a package to a planet full of robots that hated humans. Some of those sound bites actually made it into the episode. I don't care what the name of the planet was in the show. It was clearly Mazion, and that's pretty cool. Berzerk may seem like a simple game on the outside, and for all intents and purposes it is, but for a game released in 1982, it had plenty of depth, and reason to keep you coming back. If you think you have what it takes to survive, you'd be doing yourself a service to add this game to your collection. It's really worth it, and it's really fun.